Education is my ticket to success. I have great expectations for myself. I accept the challenge to overcome all obstacles that may stand in my way. With the grace of God and with the assistance of my teachers and my parents, I will achieve my goals. That is the creed our scholars say over themselves each morning as they prepare to go into their school day. Good afternoon. Again, I am Portia Green, principal of Prichard Preparatory School, where we strive to educate students academically, spiritually, and culturally as we focus on their character development to prepare them to pursue a collegiate degree. Prichard Prep is located in Prichard, Alabama, where we are a faith-based, nonprofit elementary school serving students in pre-K 4 through 5th grade. When you hear about Prichard, what may come to mind is crime and poverty. But little did I know that Prichard was and still is a beacon of hope and light to make an impact on the students that attend. My journey began at Prichard Prep in 2011 as a parent seeking a quality and affordable education for my daughter, Delancey. At the time, Delancey was attending a local public school, and I always put the disclaimer out, there's no slight against public schools because I'm a product of it. Nevertheless, I knew as a mother that there was something that Delancey needed and deserved. Her teacher, Ms. Trueblood, approached me at that local public school, and she said, Portia, you need to take Delancey out of this school and put her into Prichard Prep. Now, can you imagine being a mother of a child and her teacher approaches you and say, you need to take your daughter out? Well, my heart dropped, and I began to say, Prichard? Because in my mind, when I thought of Prichard, I remember the crime, I remember the poverty. I didn't even know that it was a school there educating kids academically, spiritually, and culturally. So I decided to visit that school, and after visiting that school, I was completely amazed. I fell in love with the school, and I quickly registered Delancey. I fell in love with how they loved on my baby, and she wasn't just a number, 16570, her lunch number. She was Delancey Green. I fell in love with the mission so much that I quickly joined the team, and my progression at Prichard Prep was very organic, where I went from a parent, volunteering on the PTO, volunteering to relieve teachers for a free lunch duty, and a lot of you who are educators know how that feels, to quickly joining the team to be a teacher, CFO, and now head of school for Prichard Preparatory School. Thank you. What I fell in love with the most is that students had the opportunity to have music, and they participated in an ensemble. And this ensemble travels throughout our city, but also in the state of Alabama. There was technology, Spanish, recess, PE, library, art, and the students had the opportunity to attend these classes each and every day. Well, you may say, well, there are plenty of schools out there where they do these exact same things. But for example, Dylan, that you see at the bottom, came to us in the 3rd grade, reading on a 1st grade level after we brought him in, showed him love, and had him to practice reading before and after school. I can say today, after 6 months, he surpassed that 3rd grade reading level and is now reading on a 5th and 6th grade reading level, all because he attended Prichard Preparatory School. Speaking of education, 85% of our students are on A or AB honor roll. We induct students each year into the National Elementary Honor Society, and that's just not based on their academics. That is also based on their character development. In 2004, we had 85% of our students score in the 85th percentile nationally on their SAT score, which the national average is 50%. That is a testament to the hard work that our teachers are doing, which all of our teachers are certified teachers, but also the hard work that their parents are doing each and every day to impact these students. What makes Prichard Prep so special? We are the only Alabama independent school that's accredited in Prichard, Alabama. Can you imagine that? Thank you. We are transforming the lives of children, but not only the children, but families in that area. I want to bring up an example, and I don't want to start anything because I heard a lot of Alabama people were here. And we love our football down in Alabama. Well, we have an Alabama and Auburn Day that we celebrate where the students get to wear their Alabama shirt or either their Auburn shirt. But we also have an HBCU Day where the students get to wear these shirts and their jeans as well. I had a grandparent say, Miss Green, what is HBCU? What is an HBCU? You see, we're not just making an impact where we're educating students, we're educating even these families where this grandmother didn't even know what an HBCU was. We're making an impact to change the trajectory of the lives of these students and their families, where we're employing even the parents, I'm one of them, to be at Prichard Prep School. Where's Prichard Prep headed? I'm so glad you asked. Our goal is to scale. We want to impact more students. We are a elementary school serving students in pre-K 4 through 5th grade, but our goal is to scale where we can have a middle school as well as in high school. We want to continue to advocate for fair funding for these kids where they're not just a student based on where their socioeconomic class status or their zip codes, but they are somebody. I leave you with this picture, and this is a picture of me and my 2 girls. That is Delancey that you see at the top. Why am I standing here before you today? Because I don't look at Prichard Prep through the lens of just being the head of school or the leader, but I see Prichard Prep through the lens of a mother, as a parent who believes in the freedom to choose. It is because of schools like Prichard Prep and all of these schools that are in this room today that represent schools like Prichard Prep that my Delancey and so many other students that have come behind her have the opportunity to pursue a collegiate degree. Because of Prichard Prep, Delancey has had a foundation where she's fluent in Spanish. She just passed her LSAT where she's going on to school to pursue to become an attorney. Thank you. I leave you with this today. Continue to do the work that you are doing to impact the lives of our students. Education is truly our ticket to success. Thank you.